All right, so this is our practice quiz. What do they call it, 10-1 to 10-2?
Yes.
And here we go. So it's starting off just like the other one. It's got some exponents. Just a couple of them this time. Oh, this is like the one we just did. Kind of, I guess, like it. 3/4 to the -2nd. What does the negative do? Flip it, so it's 4/3 to the second, which gives us 16/9. Perfect. What about this? 100x² to the 1/2. What does that mean? That means it's a square root problem, right? The 1/2 means square root. So we have the square root of 100x². Everybody okay with that? And of course the square root of 100 is 10, and the square root of x² is x. So the answer is 10x. All right, here we go. Patrick saves 10 cents on the first day, 20 on the next day, 40 on the next day, and so on. How much does he save on the 12th day? Don't we just want to know the 12th term?
Right.
And how do we do that? We've done a lot of these. How do we find that 12th term? We take the first term times the ratio to the 1 less. Now on your note card, if you want to write that down as a formula, it looks like this. It says the nth term is the first term times the ratio to the n minus first. So we're going to type this in on our calculators. And this one is a little bit tricky. I didn't mean for it to be, but I need you to just listen to this for a second. Yes, on my calculator, I got 20,480, but what's the unit on that? Cents. Now, nobody in the whole wide world says 20,000 cents. So we got to change that to dollars. So how many dollars is this? $204.80. So if this were a quiz question, to get full credit, you would have to answer like this. Because it doesn't make any sense. So say cents. Right? I know, I'm throwing curveballs out you, but it's just hardly on. All right. How much will he have saved on the 12th day? Now you got to read that question. How much will he have saved? What are we looking for? The sum. It's like every day he's depositing money. How much is in that piggy bank? So now we got our note card, and we have a formula for the sum. And I'm going to quit writing these down because you're supposed to have them on your note card. So we want to know how many he'll saved on the 12th day. So we're looking for the sum of 12 days, right? And the formula says, here's my sequence right here. So that would be 10 minus 10 times 2 to the 12 over 1 minus 2. We'd like to do our denominator separately, so that's just going to be -1. Then I can type the other in on my calculator. And I got -40950. So literally, it comes out to be 40950, but again, that unit is cents. So we'll say our answer is $409.50. Everybody good with that? All right. David earns $28,760 a year. All right, so that's what we're starting with, $28,760. Each year, he gets a 6.75% raise. So this is going up in value. First question, how much will he earn in the 9th year? How much will he earn in the 9th year? Doesn't that just mean find the 9th term? And how do we find the 9th term? Take the first one, right? 28,760 times. Now he's getting a raise. The value is going up. 1.0675 to the 8th power. So I got $48,498.91.
Correct.
Remember, it's going up this much. So you're either going to do 100 plus 6.75 and then change that into a decimal, or you're going to take 1 plus 0.0675 and get the same number. I don't care which way you do it, but that is the number that you've got to have in this spot. All right, second question. When will his salary be doubled? When will his salary be doubled? Now, we're using the exact same formula, but what do we not know this time? When will his salary be doubled? What do we not know? We don't know that, right? We know we want him to end up with, we want this to be double that. So what is double 28,760? 57520. So we want him to end up with that. He's still starting with this. His ratio is still 1.0675. But now we don't know the exponent. Right? We don't know that. So how do we solve this? First, I divide by 28,760. And some of you are trying to take too many shortcuts. I would physically write that down to remind myself that this is what I now have after I do the division. Now what do I do? Now I got to put a log on both sides, just like that. And the reason, very good, Brendan, the reason that we did that is so that this guy right here will come out in front. So log 2 equals n minus 1 log 1.0675. So the first step is to divide by this number right here. Then you put your logarithms in. Then you pull your exponent off. Now what do we need to do? Divide by the log of 1.0675. And this is where I always warn you about closing the parentheses, because that can cause big time issues. So I got 10.61. Is that right? So what's the answer to the question? When will his salary be doubled? In 11.61 years. Okay? Everybody all right with that? Now, number 4. Tessa invested 4, 5, 6, 7 in an account paying 4.5% interest compounded. Now, when we see compound interest, that's another formula that needs to be on our note card. And that one looks like this. But again, I'm going to quit writing this because you're supposed to have them written down. When do we use this formula? When the problem literally says interest is compounded. When you have those words, you're going to use this formula. How did I know in an earlier problem, how did I know to use this formula? When do I use this one? Yes, when it's either says or implies you want all together, everything all together, everything all added up. We use that one, right? Okay, so this is the one I'm using because Tessa's got money in the bank. All right, how much, this is A, how much is in the account, how much is in the account if I start with 4, 5, 6, 7, my interest rate is 0.045. Don't be confused. The 1 is already in the formula. So normally we would say 1 plus 0.045, but this is 1's already in the formula. It's part of the formula. So we just use the 0.045 divided by what? It's compounded annually. 1. And then we're waiting for 5 years. So my exponent's just 5. 1 times 5. So we can type that in. I got 5691.31. That seems kind of high. Did I do that right? Did I do it right? All right. Then, when will the account value be tripled? When will the account value be tripled? So how much do I want to end up with?
3 times.
Over here. 3 times that, right? So 4, 5, 6, 7 times 3. I want to end up with $13,701. Right? When will the account value be tripled? I'm still starting with the same amount. My interest rate is still the same. But what do I not know? I don't know what T is. I don't know what that is. When? How many years? When? Now, if it's easier for you, this is not, you don't have to do this, but you can simplify this if you want. 1 plus 0.045 over 1, isn't that just 1.045? So if it's easier for you, if it makes more sense for you to look at it like that, you're welcome to. You don't have to. It'll be fine either way. think about the problems we just did. What do I have to do first? Divide out this number right here. We've already done these problems, kids. We did problems just like this. We got to divide by this. So what happens?
You're going to get 3 on the equal side.
I get 3 equals. 3 equals 1.045 to the teeth. What do I do now? Log both sides. Every time your variable is up here, you're going to log both sides. That's the only time you do it. But every time you got that, you're going to have to do it. So we'll take the logarithm of both sides. And what happens? Why did I do that? So this guy comes out here. So log 3 equals t log 1.045. And then what will I do? I don't do any subtracting. This is a division problem. I divide by the log. And this time, that is t. So that's just your answer. I got 24.96 years. Okay? So tomorrow's quiz will have a couple of exponents on there. And then it'll have 2 problems. On this quiz we have 3. We have problems 2, 3, and 4. Only 2 of those are going to be on your quiz tomorrow, depending on which quiz you get. Okay? Make sure you got your note card. Make sure you got your calculator. Okay? All right. What? It's a compound interest formula. I use the compound interest formula. No problem. Huh? For letter B. This one right here?
No, it was from a while ago. He's talking about 3B.
I would use the term formula. A sub n equals a sub 1 r to the n minus 4. If it's not a sum, or not a, you got to figure out those solve. That just, I don't want to have it. You can do whatever you want with that, but I don't want it. No offense. Okay. Now, let's look at our notes, take a few more notes, and we'll go from there. It's got these videos, so turn this off.